I can. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get you spotlighted since you're. Alrighty. Well, thank you for taking some time with us. We are now joined by Joey Logano, driver of the number 22 Shell Pennzoil Ford for Team Penske, and our second place finisher. Joey, we will get right into questions for you. Let's kick things off here with Bob Pockris. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, Joey. I mean, did you just kind of run out of laps? I mean, with the tire situation you were in.
Yeah, just too many laps. I was hoping when the pace car was slowing down, he was, trying to clean up the mess, off of turn 3, and he's slowing down. I'm like, keep up the speed, bud. I need to click off as many laps as possible. And it's honestly that's what it comes down to is one lap. That could have made the difference. So it's you hate being that close, but at the same time, I look at where we've come from, and we had a really solid race. We were 2 solid stages, a second and a third in the stages, and then a second overall. I mean, it's a great day. Anyway, look at it. It's just getting past coming to the white flag stings a lot. Congratulations to Christopher. Obviously, it's his first win, and that one's very special. And the way he did it was very impressive. Just stings a little bit for me at the moment, if I'm being honest. But they had a great car. They were able to hang with the 9. It seems like the Gibbs cars definitely have made a substantial gain on keeping up with the 9, and I feel like we've made a gain as well, but we're still a step behind on the long run. So our short run speed's very competitive. Our braking is competitive. We just fall off on tires too hard. So just got to figure that out. So we have identified the issue, and now it's time to go to work. And
as far as things that sting, do you have as far as your talk with Brad earlier today, did that go well? And do you feel like you're good going forward? Yeah, we're fine. We had a good conversation. Everything I'd hoped it would be, very honest and open. And, I think today we were around each other a little bit and we raced each other fine. So I think, everything's going to be good moving forward. So it's a healthy conversation. Probably glad we waited a few days to cool our jets, but ended up, being a productive conversation. Thank you. Thanks.
All right, we'll take our next one from Mark Garrow with PRN. Go ahead, Mark.
Thank you. Congratulations, Joey, on a good run. Just your thoughts on, you mentioned a little bit about getting past on the white flag. I mean, 2 weeks in a row, you could be 2 for 2 leaving Daytona, and you're not. Just your thoughts on at least being competitive and just how frustrating it is not to at least walk out with 1 win.
Yeah, I mean, any way you look at it, every race that we've run so far down here, we've been in contention to win. I said it to the guys before the race today, and once again, we were in contention to win. So we're doing the right things. Look at the duel. We almost won Clash. We finished 3rd. You have Daytona 500. We're leading on the last lap and crash. And then you come here and you're leading with 2 to go and get past. So we're there. I think we're doing a good job. When I think of the execution of this race team, we're doing all the right things. We just got to get a little bit faster. That's the biggest thing that I see right now. So not that we're far off, right? I mean, we're right there in the hunt. But I'd say we're outperforming the car at this moment. So we just got to get our car a little better.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take our next question from Jeff Gluck. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Joey, obviously the race changed big time when there was a caution for the rain or drizzle or whatever. And then there's also, a lot of times this weekend through, not just the Cup race, but multiple races where, we saw cautions that might have been like local cautions in road racing series, but, it's a full course yellow here. There's so many more road course races this year. Are you comfortable with the way that it's being officiated now? Does NASCAR need to look at doing a different style of cautions for these races?
I don't know exactly what you're talking about. I honestly was fortunate today and didn't get around any crashes to see how bad they were or anything like that. I will say I was up in the booth yesterday for the Xfinity race with FS1, and I didn't see anything that would stand out to me that they needed to officiate it differently. There's times that cars spun out and they get going and there wasn't a caution. There was debris on the racetrack, and you don't really have an option. You got to throw the caution. So I don't see where you can do anything else, right? If there's a car in the barrier, what are you going to do, right? I mean, if it's stuck there, you're not going to throw the wrecker out there where all of us are still wide open. That doesn't work for us in this series. I think everyone's just so aggressive trying to get what they can. I don't know if local cautions really even do anything. So I think they're doing the right thing. I didn't see anything that stood out to me. Like I said, I haven't rewatched the race, so we'll put an asterisk next to it, but I didn't see anything at the moment.
Thank you.
We'll take our next question from Alex Andreev. Go ahead.
Hey, Joey, I'm kind of just curious about what your assessment of the road course racing is from kind of like an entertainment perspective, and how you feel about having more of them on the schedule, essentially. Is this something NASCAR should keep doing?
Oh, I mean, we listened to the fans. The fans said they wanted more road course racing. Boom, you got it. I hope you like it, because we got a lot of it. So, and I think, honestly, it's the right thing for the sport. This Daytona Road Course actually puts on a pretty good race. You look at the strategy that comes into play, last night, tonight, even in the truck race. I mean, the strategy really is interesting when you have this much fall off, and, you have cautions at the end where everyone's just so aggressive trying to, make up all the time they need to make up when they have tires on and they have cars with old tires in front of them. So, I mean, it's fun because not all the time, but more times than not, it's not always the fastest car that wins. You're someone like us today that we almost manufactured victory by doing something different than the fastest cars. We were a fifth place car, and we had a way to try to win and go for it, and we came really close to it. And that's from the calls from up on top of the box with Paul and the engineers up there. So that's the fun part about it, is that it's you're never really out of it. You can do a lot of things to recover. You look at the top 10; those guys weren't up there all day long at all. I promise you that. So the end of it just became kind of crazy, as you would expect. So I think this track's great. I'm interested to see what Coda's going to be like. Obviously we know Watkins Glen puts on great races. We've seen Sonoma be great, and we've seen the Roval be entertaining all in the last lap. So it's fun. I like it as a driver, because I'm not doing the same thing every week, and I like that. I think that's a pretty big challenge for me, but I think it's attractive for the best drivers in America to want to race in a NASCAR Cup Series, because you have to be good at everything, including dirt racing now, which I don't know if you're looking at the guy that's great at it yet, but I'm going to try. So, but I like that. It's very attractive to me.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take our next question from Lee Spencer. Go ahead, Lee.
Thank you. Joey, what can you say about Christopher Bell? I mean, to win and to have 4 champions behind him. I mean, when you look at the top 5, he's, 2 races into his second season, and what the equipment's like over there, and sure, that's a bonus. But can you just talk about the talent that this kid has?
Yeah, honestly, I don't think I've seen it until tonight. I haven't raced around him much up to this point. A little bit last year every now and again, but not to this level. And I was hoping, him trying to chase me down, he's going to make a mistake as an inexperienced race car driver, but you didn't see it happen. You didn't see it with Ty last night either. These younger guys coming in, and not even that Christopher's that young. He just looks like he's really young. But he has a lot of racing experience. I think he's been in these situations a lot where he's racing for the win. Whether it's in, those midgets and whatever dirt cars these guys drive. You've seen him, race for wins late in the race, and that experience probably helped him a lot tonight. So, obviously he's an amazing talent. If you're at this level, everyone's pretty talented at this point. 30th place is really talented. I promise you that. It's all about putting all the pieces of the puzzle together, and today they did. Adam Stevens, a tremendous crew chief. I've worked with him for quite some time over there, and I know what he's got. You know what I mean? For a team around him, and he's going to be successful because of it. Because of his talent and the talent of the team.
And Kurt Busch mentioned that had he had time to practice and dial these cars in? I know that, horse has left the building, but I mean, it's how much would a place like this, how much do you miss practice?
I mean, we all miss it, right? I actually like it. I enjoy practice. It's fun to me. So yeah, we'll have our chance to practice on a road course on Get Dakota. And up to then, the hard part is when you have, and it's very clear every time we come to a road course now, it's been the 9, and then one step back has been the Gibbs cars, and it feels like the next step back has been our car with the 22, and it's hard to make up that ground because you can't just throw the kitchen sink at it because you have a bunch of theories that aren't verified, right? And then on top of that, it's hard to compare one race to the next because the temperature is different. You name it, could be different. So, it's hard to make up that difference sometimes because of the lack of practice where you can just A/B something and you say, more sway bar or less sway bar, right? What's better, right? And then you can just, line that up and know. For us, it's kind of, nice that we had the clash last week. We tried some things there. I thought they were better. We tried some more this week. We've made some gains again. So as long as we keep being methodical and inching up on it, it's good. But if you throw 10 things at it, how do you know what did what? And like I said, it's too many variables.
Appreciate your time. Safe travels.
Thank you, you too.
All right, and we've got time for one more with Joey. We're going to take our question from David Smith. Go ahead, David.
Hey, Joey, was there anything just from a tangible change standpoint that you made after the clash before this race that you specifically wanted out of your car?
Yeah, I can't tell you exactly what it is, but of course we went to work. Paul found something he wanted to try. I was able to look at a lot of, data from whether it's my teammates or whatever's on SMT. I felt like my biggest weakness was the chicane in the clash. And I feel like today we got close. I know that's where I got past, but he was catching me a second a lap. I don't know if I could have stopped it, but I feel like we made some gains in that area. Driver changed some stuff, crew chief changed some stuff, and for that reason we have better results. But still, like I said, one more step to go to be as good as the Gibbs cars on the long haul and the 9, and even the 5. He was really good today too. So there's 5 or 6 cars that are a step better, and we'll figure it out. We're the best in the business as well, so we're gonna figure it out. And we're inching up on it as we speak.
All right, thank you.
All right, Joey. Well, thank you so much for taking some time with us. Congratulations on the good finish, and we will see you at Homestead Miami Speedway.
All right. See you down there. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right.